Go.
All right, that's good. Close that up so you don't have to listen to me. Hi everyone. My wife tells me I look more intelligent with these glasses on. They cost me $1.50. I'm gonna have to go with that. Today's subject is kind of a message. So I hear these people on TV or on YouTube talking about a word from God. Okay, that's a word. I got a word. I didn't get a word. I got several words. It said stuck on the beach. Okay, the Christians in America and large parts of the world right now, in the Western world, are what God put on me was they're stuck on a beach. We're stuck there. So the analogy put in my mind was being on the beach at Normandy. We put like 300,000 men on that beach on the 6th of June, 1944. Now my numbers may be all off, but several 100,000 men on that beach. Cost us tens of thousands of lives to get them all on there and everything. And then, as the story, everybody should know, they pushed on into France and into Germany and defeated the Axis powers entirely. But as Christians, we're stuck on that beach. What if the American and Allied soldiers had invaded Normandy, took all the losses that they've been taking, and they're there and they're on the beach and they got themselves and all their kit there and everything. And all of a sudden they just decided, well, we don't really want to make them mad. I mean, we've already had this conflict, and we're just kind of getting tired. We're just going to stay here on the beach. Can you imagine that? They just stay on the beach and say, well, we'll just make peace with them and let them continue to do whatever they're doing to people all over that empire they've got. But that wouldn't be good, all right? I got these notes I wrote. And I talked about the parallel between that and postmodern Christianity. We're stuck on a beach. We're sitting out there like a bunch of damn fools watching everything goes on negatively and evil and supernaturally evil and everything in the world. The probably ground zero for supernatural evil in the world right now is Washington, D.C. Get it? Right. Okay. The ground there is completely soaked in it. Most of the churches, again, are stuck on that beach. Very little progress. Very little progress. It's arguable if we have any progress at all. It could even be negative progress. I understand from another stat that 3,500 churches a year close in America. Well, that's pretty bad. Okay, but what's even worse is about that many start up, and they just go out there great gangbusters for about 6 or 7 years, and the people who got pissed off and left and went over to left the old church and caused it to collapse, went to a new church, and they're going to be happy for a number of years, and then all of a sudden there's going to be some conflict, something they don't agree with, sometimes less than that kind of time frame. But they're going to get up and just haul their freight and go somewhere else. They're just a bunch of lukewarm Christians, and we're better off without them. The only reason that people kiss their ass is because they've got money. And they're bringing that money into church, and the preacher's got bills to pay, and he's got salary to pay, and he's got all kinds of other things that he needs to pay. It's all money, 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 money. Well, let me tell you something. You can't run God out of money, all right? You don't have to kiss the ass of the person who's got to have it their way, or, Bertha better than you, or, it's just you don't have to go there. And that's that lukewarm Christianity. Jesus talked about it. There's others that speak of it in Revelation and so on. The Revelations of Jesus. All that just goes on until somebody else makes them mad, and they go off to the next new church. And they're not worth the gunpowder it takes to kill them. Leave them alone. The object of a church must be saving souls. Saving souls, protect the spirit, and encourage the spirit of that person, because one day their body's going to die, but the spirit and the soul will go on. It cannot be kissing asses to pay the bills. That's just not the right way to go with this. And I realize my language may not be that of a preacher. On the other hand, I'm not a preacher. I'm a lay minister. And my daddy is a dear Marine, departed Marine, former Marine regular, not ex-Marine. There's no such thing as an ex-Marine. I learned that. He said if you want them to understand it, give it to them loud and give it to them dirty. They'll get the point. I don't know if that's really appropriate here, but once in a while one slips in. The other word I got for you is stop wasting time. Stop wasting time. Don't do things that God already knows all about. And it's like everybody, okay, I'm so pious, I'm gonna pray over our meals. And we do that at my house, okay? Well, we'll pray over a meal. Waste time. You know what? Read a Bible verse out loud to everybody in that. Something that they can learn from. Something that you can discuss while you're having your meal. That little prayer means nothing to nobody because it really has become rote. It's just become what you're doing. And it's a comfort zone thing that you must just got to get rid of it, okay? God knows you're thankful if you're giving thanks and if you're studying and if you're working on things. Doesn't hurt once in a while to say, God, thank you for our meals. Thank you for taking such good care of us. But all the time, knock it off. Read a Bible verse. Discuss it around the table. Teach the children something. Learn something yourself. Okay? I'm reading here about in my notes about all the churches in the community. You got the Presbyterians, the Methodists, the Catholics, the whatever, the Charismatics, the Church of God people, and every one of them thinks they're more right than the other guy. Stop it. Stop it. That is an entire device of Satan. It is a device of evil. You ever heard the phrase divide and conquer? It wasn't the Romans that coined that phrase. It was Satan. He divides Christians and he conquers them one at a time or one group at a time. Stop it. If you're all Christians, it doesn't make any difference how you hold your mouth, what hat you wear, or how you pray. As long as you're praying to the same God, same Jesus, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and the Holy Spirit that he left here when he went back to heaven to be with the Holy Father. That's it. You don't have to hold your mouth right, wear a particular hat. Any religion that makes you wear a particular hat is going to cause you problems sooner or later. You can't jump the Grand Canyon. You got in there and look at that hole, and I'm telling you, you cannot jump the Grand Canyon. You jump off that cliff in the Grand Canyon, you're going to land before you get to the other side. And it's going to kill you, but it's only going to kill your body. Your spirit and your soul, they're good. They're good to go. Now, where they go is entirely up to you. If you decide that you want to be with Jesus in heaven, as I do, then you got good things to look forward to. I don't recommend going out there and jumping in the Grand Canyon to get it. We're all going to die soon enough anyway. But the point is that something's going to kill you and you do it anyway, then it's not sane. It is doing the same things over and over again in your life that are not correct, but you do them over and over again and you expect a different result. That's the focal point of insanity, is when you're doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. If you're going to get different results, if you're going to get your heart right and get your mind right and get your life right so that you're not in stress and strain and all these things, you're not going around like 100 million people in this country eating a handful of damn antidepressants every day and then going out and shooting up something. Everybody wonders, we got to have gun control. We got to have gun control. The hell with that. Get some control over those antidepressants. That's what's causing it. I mean, the stats are very, very clear. I guess I probably get thrown off of YouTube for that. That's good. I like that. Evil condemns the soul and the spirit forever. Yeah. You don't have to believe me. But when you jump off into that canyon rod and you hit that bottom down there, body's dead. Spirit and soul are not. They live on forever. The only real choice you get to make is where they live forever. You either live with Jesus in paradise, or you can go with Satan to that place that God built specifically for him. God made hell to contain Satan. Yes, right here. God made hell to hold Satan and his fallen angels. Satan wants you there, separated from God forever. That's his victory over man. He hates man. Man is what made him so jealous that he came down to earth and did what he did with Adam and Eve. That's a nice story and everything, but I actually believe it's true. It just took one. Was it an apple? Was it a pear? Who cares? Okay, The fact is they rebelled against God and did something he told them not to do. So that set the course for events here. And then Satan has dominion over this world that we live in. He doesn't have dominion over me because I have Jesus and the Holy Spirit in me. Satan can't touch me. Okay? He can tempt me. He can do all kinds of things. And you know what? I'm a man, so I'm a human being. He can tempt me pretty effectively. You know, I got a buddy that says, you know, if you bait a trap with whiskey and women, you'll get most men. You'll catch most of them. Whiskey, men, and money, he said. Whiskey, women, and money. Getting it wrong there. So you bait a trap with whiskey, women, and money, you'll catch like 95+% of men in that trap. Okay, and he's probably right. The older I get, the easier it is to resist that. But, you know, the bottom line here is, again, you only get to choose where your spirit and your soul, who live on forever, actually exist. Are they going to exist in a really good place? A really neat place with you get to see all your old relatives and stuff that made it there. Some of them not so much maybe, but or you get to do something here for the time being, for such a short time in this life that is not of God, not in the framework of Jesus, not accepting Jesus, resisting Jesus, and end up in hell with Satan for I mean eternities, like a really long time, right? I mean, you can't, when something doesn't start and it doesn't end, whew, that's a long train. You know, so the recommendation here from Reverend Bob is get on the Jesus train, get off of the other trains, do the best you can, ask for forgiveness when it doesn't work out, and get back to it. The biggest problem most people have is forgiving themselves, okay? The hardest concept, Jesus doesn't remember just that quick what I did in my life. I've already asked for forgiveness of it. He's not dragging that baggage. Once in a while, I drag a piece of it, and I have to just cast it out, release it, and be gone from that because it's wasting time. And what did I say? Don't waste time. Don't waste your time. It's very fleeting. Get out there and do something for somebody that can't pay you back. Tell them about your experience in coming to Jesus. And yeah, I think you'll be very, very happy with it. I think your life will change. You don't believe it? Be me. Okay, I'm not the thinnest. I'm not the richest. I'm not even the most intelligent when I take my glasses off, right? Well, I'm a happy man. Happy as I can be. Get there. Get some Jesus. You know, and come back and do a good job. End of the message. Goodbye.